My name is Merle, and I've been working with Joan Marie for a while, and one of the most important things that she has done for me is help me look at my past and see how my past has formed my present, but much more important than that is understanding some things I want to change and some ways I want to go deeper into my personality and use my skills for the future. To be a teacher, to be a leader, to help some others in very important ways, whether it's my family or people I work with or who work for me. But in doing so, it also helps me to be the person that I can be.
Hi, my name is Sunny, and I am from California, and I have been working with Joan Marie for about, I think, a little over a year. And I had never heard of Joan Marie, but I had a friend who was taking a course with her, and she kept telling me, you know, when I would see her every once in a while, you really need to meet Joan. And I think I tried to go to one of your group sessions, and then it didn't happen or something, for probably about a year, I think the whole time she was in her, I think it was a 9-month program, she kept encouraging me. She says, I know you're going to really like this, and so, but it just never happened, and I didn't really pursue it that much. And then I saw her near the end of her 9-month course that she was on, and she just looked so different to me. She just seemed more at peace. So I asked her, okay, what are you doing? How are you? What's going on? And she said, it's Joan Marie, and you have to talk to her. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then I called, and then she told me, she goes, I think she's starting another course, and you have like 3 days to decide if you want to join it. And that is so not me, and I normally would be so resistant and give every excuse in the book. I can't do it, I can't afford it, no, it's too soon, it's too fast, I'm not sure. But for some reason, this time, I just said, okay, I'm going to try. And so I had one conversation with Joan. I think I was driving in the car, and we just talked. And I couldn't believe that I was saying yes. But it's like I couldn't say no to her. So I signed up for I think it was a 5-month course or a 6-month course. And I've been in 3 courses since. And every time I start a course, I think, how has this changed my life? How am I different? And I don't realize how much it's changed my life until I feel a little shift. And then I realize, oh my gosh, it's changed my life. It's changed my entire family dynamic. I have to say that it probably did save my marriage again. I kind of saved my own marriage the first time with just some awakening and taking some responsibility. But then taking Joan's program really got me to open my heart in a way that I've never expected could happen. And it's still happening, so I'm not at the pinnacle of, you know, where I think I need to be, but it's been life-altering.
We did a garden exercise at Selby Gardens in Florida, and you walked through the gardens, and how did that open you up even differently?
This whole weekend I think I came into this weekend a lot more open than I have ever, maybe more open than I've even come to a class. And when we walk through the garden, it's typically not something that I do. I'm not a garden walker. I don't go out in nature very often. I appreciate it at a distance, just like animals. I appreciate at a distance. But for some reason, the minute I walked in there, it just was overwhelmingly powerful, and I was hearing messages for the first time. I mean, more than I've ever heard in a meditation, more than, and I think it was just because my heart was open to receiving it. I wanted it, and I said, I'm ready. And the first thing I heard was, look up. It said, look up. And I kept hearing messages, and I was jotting down these little messages, and I ended up writing a poem. Probably a little more than halfway through, I sat down, and I just wrote this poem, and the first line is, when nature takes its course. Mm-hmm. And I wrote the whole poem, and then I titled it Motherhood. Mm-hmm. So it was really profound, and it was really deep. And I don't know that I, would ever have been there without Joan Marie, without the class, without these people in my life.
Well, we're grateful that you're in the program. Thank you.